Hi, Bill Pattison with Art Evolution. Today I'm going to talk about a few art books that I've used a lot in my 30 years as a professional. My favorite one was called The Natural Way to Draw by Kaiman Nicolaides, which was back in 1941, I think, when it first issued out. It's basically set up in the classwork where he had taught. And a lot of blind contour drawing, if you've ever done that. That is drawing without seeing, which is like root canals on steroids. Gesture drawing, all the basics that we talk about in here, but it was set up into a system where you can actually do it as a course. You set yourself so many hours a week. What really works well, if you've ever done this or haven't with this one, is to do a group, like a study. 2 or 3 people maybe together, an art league. They're really great to do. It's a little bit like a weight loss program. It kind of helps when you drag someone along with you. But it's a really great book. I've used, again, a lot of ideas out of that one. Most favorite ones, probably the last 10 years or 15 years, Drawing on the Right Side of the Brain with Betty Edwards. It's all about the psychology, how we see things, how the brain ciphers it out. The left being more analytical, the right more visual. It's a little bit like looking in the mirror, turning our paintings upside down, that we often learn but don't always use. And I recently, as I said in one of my other videos, just completed a portrait and took 2 times to wipe it off before I finally looked in the mirror and realized that one of the eyes was off, so threw everything out of balance. So I'm not afraid to say I mess up too. Same thing when we look at that psychological left-right side. And if you can draw it one way, that's fine. But if you can turn it upside down and see, and it again, it sounds foreign when you're going to say drawing without looking or turning it upside down. But again, it's a great book. If you haven't gotten this one, you might check it out. And last but not least, another great book. This is David Leffel from New York, one of the great artists of the 20th century, 21st century. A lot of his ideas I've really implemented into my paintings, because he says the great gift that he had besides being a great artist was short little vignette stories in paragraphs. He says what I try to say in a page, and he says it so well into a paragraph, which makes you understandable to understand it. And back to that thing with my whole mantra was simplify to satisfy. Well, the more complicated things get, which we tend to do anyways, and some books are so deep it's like rocket scientists. I don't know about you guys, but I have a hard time understanding those. But chock full of paintings and little studies of light source, contrast, and his favorite artist was mine, Rembrandt. And again, many other books out there, but these are 3 of my favorites, and especially Mr. Leffel. I've used this quite often, and sometimes I don't use it enough, because we all need to go to school. And when do we quit learning? And of course, in observation from nature, from books, not out of repetition. You know, repetition doesn't mean a whole lot if we're not seeing what we're doing. So I thought today we'd talk about a little bit different with some of the books, and if you have certain books that you've helped, I think it's helped you a lot, let us know, and we'll air some of these on our site. So until we meet again, keep painting. Thanks.